Part 8 of my mom's diary. Movie 5/4/93. Tonight we had supper with Darlene, Larry, and June and Jenny. Watched the end of Murder in the Heartland. Beautiful day. Darlene and I sat outside for a while. The irrigation men came in and the water was turned on. 5/5/93. They have one line of irrigation posts which irrigate the whole ranch. Seems a little complicated to me. Bill went out to make sure pots were open. They get clogged during winter by animals. Later, about 8 p.m., Larry turned some off. At 10 p.m., Bill and Darlene went out to turn some off. They have to be directed to different parts of ranch and make sure water isn't wasted. To bed at 11:30. 5/5/93. Thursday. My home. My, how time flies. I awake about 5 and finally got up at 6. Couldn't sleep. Cattle resting and finally started moving around. 7:15. I made reservations for timeshare in Oregon next week. Also, 2 coast to coast on the way up. Called Myron, sister Edie, and husband Vernon. We will stop there too. Myron's sister, Edie. Mother's Day, 5/9/93. Looks like I'm behind on this diary. Angel and David, Darlene's brother and wife, are up from San Diego. I got a beautiful card from Rock and Lauren. Larry has been very busy with baling. Hey, one day he baled 1,200 bales and picked up and stacked 2,500 bales. He sure is a worker. He doesn't have any help except Darlene. She rakes hay sometimes. Larry says he can't grow alfalfa on this ranch because of the harder soil. Water doesn't drain properly. Today he bought hay. He baled and brought it here. About 492 bales, and he paid $1.75 a piece. He's hoping hay will go up and he'll make some money on the deal. Darlene and I went yard sailing Friday and Saturday. One senior citizens development modular homes had about 20 spaces with yard sales. Fun. We took Bill to Darlene's Uncle Roy's to get a haircut. He has a small property in Waterford. He gave us onions from his garden. Has a big garden and lots of fruit trees in his yard. Nice place. Larry put his 111 heifers into a larger field. They now have some shade. It's been quite windy and cool the last few days, so Bill hasn't been doing any work. Today is beautiful. No wind and sunny and 86 degrees. I called Rock. He has 1.5 weeks of school left. Has a large sculpture to take to school. Probably will use Bill's truck for that. Tonight, Darlene had a hamburger cookout for all of us. The four of them, David, Angel, Bill, and I, had hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad, potato chips, dips, all the fixings, and cake and ice cream. I made a pig of myself on ice cream. Have been craving it lately. I stayed inside and watched movie with them. To bed at 11:30. Darlene, Larry, and girls gave me a sandwich maker, pretty card, and shower soap. Love it all. Larry bought Darlene and I flowers. Didn't hear from Joyce and Greg. I did my laundry this morning. Sunny, hot. 5/11/93 and windy. Had it down by 2 p.m. Bill and I went to Manteca to dump and buy propane. I visited with Angel and David while doing my laundry. We talked to Man at Manteca trailer about making refrigerator run while we are traveling. He explained three ways to us. Hopefully now we can run with refrigerator going as we travel. Maybe by the time we sell this rig, we'll understand it. Haha. This afternoon we went to Darlene's Uncle Roy's for dinner. His lady friend Phyllis was there. Nice lady. Had a delicious dinner. Roast beef, salad, carrots, corn, baked potatoes, croissants for dessert, pie, and ice cream. Roy has a nice backyard where we sat part of the time. Then sat in living room and talked. Had a very nice evening. All of us went. Darlene, Larry, Bill, David, Angel, June, Jenny, and myself. Back home by 10:15. Late for the girls as they have to go to school tomorrow. Bill mowed the lawn today. Tuesday, 5/11/93. Mowed where it had been weed whacked along fence. Really looks nice. David and Angel left for home about 2 p.m. I wrote to Sister and Charlie. Got really cold and windy this afternoon. Quite cold tonight. In 60s. Rained a little too. Larry went out to bail at 6 o'clock but was back because of rain by 9 p.m. I called Emmett for his birthday, 57. Larry got to talk to him because he got in unexpectedly. They are doing good, though still doesn't have their business problems resolved. City is going to redo road out front and make a sidewalk, which means he won't be able to run his business. Store building will be worthless to sell. He's going to Sioux City. I talked to Darlene and Larry about whether they wanted us to stay this summer. Bill and I talked about it, and Bill said it was our decision. So they want us to stay, so we will. We'll go back home the end of August after they get back. Tomorrow we expect to leave for Oregon. Hope weather is better in morning. Wednesday, 5/12/93. Awoke at 6:30 with beautiful summer weather. Said goodbye to Darlene and Larry and June and Jenny and were on the road by 8:30. Drove up Route 5 to Corning, California. Drove past lots of large fields, orchards, and then lots of rice fields. Airplanes were planting rice. One came right towards us, which I had gotten a picture. Wish I had gotten a picture. Corning is known as Olive City. We drove by olive trees. Got to Shamrock Resort by 1 o'clock. Had lunch, took a walk, and then Bill took a nap. I read. Beautiful park here near Sacramento River. Lots of trees and nice and quiet. Little rain through the night. 5/13/93. Up at 6 a.m. Off by 7:30. Drove up Route 5. Beautiful scenery through Shasta Lake region. Came down Long Hill and then into Oregon and soon to Oregon RV Roundup Resort. Got here at 12:30, had lunch, and then headed up to Crater Lake. It was 160 round trip and well worth the trip. Drove through countryside and then through forests of tall pines. Eventually came to snow along the road. They get an average of 50 inches of snow a year. The snow was higher than the motorhome when we got near top. Lots of snow up there. None on roadway. Crater Lake is magnificent. The rim is covered with snow. They have one spot for viewing, clear water, a big hole in the ground. Lodge has lots of snow on roof. So pretty. Got back to camp about 6 o'clock, had supper, watched TV, to bed by 11 o'clock. 5/14/93. Up at 6 o'clock. Off by 7:30. We drove up Route 5 to Salem, where we took 213 and then 211 to Sandy, Route 60. Scenery, beautiful. So many tall pines and mountains. Got to Whispering Woods timeshare at 3 o'clock. We're in Mount Hood foothills. Our unit is near the office. We have a special spot for motorhome. Unloaded and got settled. Beautiful condo. Relaxed. Made supper. I did a load of laundry and took a bath. First bath I've had since I left home. No, that's wrong. Since I left Theo's in March. Nothing but showers since. We watched TV until 12:30 and then to bed. Bed is very hard. 5/15/93. We were up about 7 o'clock, had breakfast, took a walk at 10:30, left for ride. Took a loop around Mount Hood, saw Mount Hood from many angles. Beautiful, covered with snow. The road climbed to over 4,000 feet a couple times. Scenery spectacular. One place we saw Mount Hood in back and Mount Adams in way in front of us. Mount Adams was 1.5 hours away. Visited the Cascadia Visitor Center and Locks. Drove along the Columbia River, very wide river. Visited Bonneville Dam, Locks, and Fishery, very interesting. Drove all the way around the loop and back by 4:30. Today was a warm and sunny day. Made supper. I tried the sandwich toaster Darlene and Larry gave me. Have jelly sandwiches as dessert. Very good. Watch TV. The scenery here in Oregon is really beautiful. Mountains, forests, and river. Also saw the Bridge of the Gods. Has a legend. It's between Oregon and Washington. Saw Beacon Rock from highway. It's a 800-foot sheer walled monolith, largest geologic formation of its kind in U.S. Second largest to Rock of Gibraltar.